AVC Sports presents high school football. Today's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, Abels, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, Wayne Garage Door, J&S Tree Services, Stoneys RVs, 209 Tire, Guernsey County Children's Services, Brunner Land Company, TK Auto, and White Pillars Christmas House.
Nighttime has fallen over Eugene Capers Field here in Byesville. Good evening, everyone. We are broadcasting live on the NASH Icon 107.9 FM in Cambridge and 98.5 FM in Zanesville. Also, we're on YRPtv YouTube or the Facebook sites. My name is Mike Snively, and I am joined tonight by my partner, Richard Hall. Tonight, the 7-2 West Muskingum Tornadoes travel to Meadowbrook to face the 1-8 Colts. West M has already clinched a playoff spot in Division 5, Region 19. Meadowbrook has been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention in Division 4, Region 15. With a win, the Tornadoes have an outside shot of earning a home playoff game next week. Win or lose, West M should fall between seeds 7 through 12, according to JoeItel.com. The Colts are coming in shorthanded, extremely young on both sides of the ball tonight. They are playing the role of underdog and possible spoiler tonight. Richard, here we are, already week 10, the fastest 10 weeks of the calendar year, and week 10 of the Ohio high school football season. Two teams, one with much to play for, the other playing pretty much for pride. What are your thoughts tonight on these two teams' mindsets going into tonight?
Well, Mike, when you look at Meadowbrook, Game 10, they've had a tough year, but I'll tell you, they do not play like a 1-8 team. Now, we've had them several times this year, and they play hard. They've gotten better. Hasn't always resulted in wins, obviously, for them, but they've been in games. They make big plays. They pass the ball for a lot of yards. They just have trouble finishing and scoring touchdowns. So, they have such a bright future. They've got a lot of kids that's got a lot of experience this year, so the future is bright for the Colts. And they've got to build on that and play tonight and just work to get better. That's been their theme all year, I think, is just go out and try to get better every night. And we've seen that happen this year. And I don't think that plan has changed. Obviously, they'd like to win the football game tonight. Right. But I think the goal is even bigger than that for the Colts program, is just continue to build and prepare for next year. And a lot of these kids have gotten experience. West Muskingum, on the other hand, this is a momentum game for them, I think. I think they want to come in here, play well and win, and prepare for Week 11. One of the worst things that can happen to you is when you know you're in the playoffs is to be, a little bit sluggish and maybe off your game and lose in Week 10. You lose some momentum that you've had all season long. So the Tornadoes have to take this game seriously. The Colts have enough talent to compete. But if the Tornadoes come in and play the way they've been playing throughout the year, they have a great chance to win. And that's something that I believe that's what they're fosed on, is obviously come in here and play well and prepare for Week 11.
Well, speaking of Week 11, we already know, as we mentioned in the introduction, West Muskingum is going to go to the playoffs next week. And it's been quite a while since the Tornadoes have felt that tournament run. So Coach Nate Brownrigg doing a fantastic job over there at West Muskingum. They come in 7-2, and they coming off of a Week 9 win, 46-21 at Coshocton. Looking at Joe Itel, there's a possibility West End with a win tonight against Meadowbrook could finish as high as 7th. Top 8 teams would get a home game. Top 4 teams get 2 home games. But there's a chance they could finish 7th with a win. With a loss, they are still going to make the playoffs, and they would finish probably, according to Joe Itel, seeds 9 through 12. But if you're looking at 7 would play 10, correct? And right now 10 is West M. So there's going to be a lot of flip-flopping after tonight's games. And you got to look also into Saturday, because there's going to be Saturday games that affect all these little tenths of a point across the state. And just a little tenth of a point could mean the difference between a home game or a visiting game. Right now, if West M were to if the season were over tonight, they would be traveling to Union Local, a local team here in the OVAC, and Buckeye 8 that I've seen a couple times on film, and they have a solid program. They are coming off a playoff run from last year where they lost at John Glenn. The Colts, on the other hand, like we said, they are mathematically eliminated, and it's been a rough road. I mean, I believe we did the first game at Maysville, and they lost Ty Griffin, a good player, like the first 2 plays of the game, and then Cam Morrison got hurt in that game, and they are still out, and they are not playing tonight, along with several other players. So what we've seen with Meadowbrook is we see a lot of freshmen on the field taking their lumps for sure, but getting some quality snaps. And by the time they're sophomores next year, they're going to be seasoned veterans as sophomores. So that's the 1+ for Meadowbrook.
Absolutely. There's no substitute for playing time, Mike. And, they've played a lot of young kids this year, which will pay great dividends down the road. And so while they've had a tough year, calling a Meadowbrook game, and we've seen great improvement throughout the year. Probably, quite frankly, in terms of running their offense, not finishing, obviously, that we talked about, but running their offense and being able to move the football, probably have improved as much as any team we've covered all year.
Well, Justice Huey, the quarterback, he's thrown for as a sophomore, almost over 2,000 yards. He's completed about 156 passes, and he's also ran the ball for 86 yards. Tonight, they will be without the services of Dalen Rivera and Sam Bob. Freshman running back Braden Black, who only has 9 carries on the year, but only a freshman, 5'11", 185 pounds, and has a touchdown on the year. He will be starting at tailback tonight. Nick Norman, the leading receiver for the Colts this year, also very, very potent out of the Wildcat formation. He's caught 42 passes for 580 yards and 54 rushes for 193 yards. Now, looking at the other side, you want to talk about firepower. This West End offense has rushed for 2,152 yards, and they've thrown for over 1,100 yards. Almost 3,300 yards of total offense in 9 games for this West End offense. Quarterback Jake Anton, 6'2", 165-pound, just a sophomore. He's thrown for 955 yards. The big leading culprit for this West End offense has been running back senior Ty Schauger, 5'11", 190 pounds. We think about 40 yards away from 1,000 yards this year. He has 9 touchdowns. And then one of the MVL's all-name team, running back Rashid Cisse. He's ran it 83 times for almost 600 yards. So there's a lot of balance on this West End offense, Richard. There
really is, and you brought up Ty Schauger, and he's also, when you look at MVL stats, he's second in the area behind the running back of New Lex in terms of total yards on the ground, and so he's a really good athlete. He also catches the ball quite a bit out of the backfield. He has 27 catches for 484 yards and 8 touchdowns. So he does a lot of things well. He helps lead this Tornado offense, and really good player.
I'll tell you what we're going to do, Richard. We're going to take a little break. We're going to let this Colt marching band play the national anthem, go through the alma mater. We'll be right back after this.
On Valentine with Valentine Insurance, we take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for its Cambridge and Zanesville plants. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package. Applications are currently being accepted.
Okay, I've got to put in a plug for Kohl's lowest prices of the season. I got myself a pair of cozy sweats for under $18. Found my sister the cutest boots for Christmas, just $29.99. And with the 50% off kitchen and dining essentials, I'm all set to host for the holidays. Not to mention, I got 80% off clearance finds and earned Kohl's cash. So yeah, get to Kohl's and thank me later. Select styles ends October 23rd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. I hate the struggle of tough, greasy messes on my stovetop. So I just freak, wipe, and I'm done.
When I'm frustrated with stubborn bathtub soap scum, I just freak, wipe, and I'm done.
Mr. Clean Clean Freak delivers an innovative cleaning experience with a powerful deep cleaning mist that starts working on contact to break down tough messes in seconds.
Just freak,
wipe, done.
They were there for us, and this Veterans Day we're giving back. This is Russ Abels from Abels Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We've partnered with Amana to give new furnaces to 2 local heroes in need. Whether they're active duty, a veteran, or a surviving spouse, if you know someone who could use help staying warm this winter, tell us. See the details and make your nomination by October 21st at heatforourheroes.com and help Able serve those who served us.
Start thinking about outdoor project season. That's where J&S Tree Services can help. Whether it's hauling, cutting, trimming, removals, stump grinding, leaf and debris cleanup, or any other timber project, nothing is too far away, too big, or too small. J&S Tree Services can do it all. Find us on Facebook at J&S Tree Services and call me, Jeanette, or my husband, Steve, for a free quote at 740-260-6603.
The car is making a strange noise, then the worry starts. Who can we trust to fix the vehicle that won't cost an arm and a leg? TK Auto Service is the answer. They're the area's garage that treats customers fair and repairs what needs repaired. No upsells to drive the cost up. TK Auto Service, east of New Concord and minutes from Cambridge on Route 40.
Hey, this is Ted with TK Auto Service. Give us a call at 826-4916. That's 826-4916. Make us your repair service for all your vehicle care.
Welcome back to Eugene Capers Field here on the campus of Meadowbrook High School tonight, where the West Muskingum Tornadoes have traveled to Byesville to take on the Meadowbrook Colts. My name is Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall tonight as the Colt Marching Band just performed a wonderful rendition of the national anthem and the high school alma mater. I'd also like to throw out all the good work of our sponsors, and we want to thank our sponsors, Wayne Garage Door, Galaxy Pizza, J&S Tree Services, Stoneys RV, 209 Tire, Guernsey County Children's Services, Brunner Land, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, Abels Incorporated, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, TK Auto, and White Pillars Christmas. So we have about 3:45 before the kickoff tonight here. West M coming in 7-2. Already clinched a playoff spot in Division 5. The Colts in Division 4 have been mathematically eliminated. Kind of a rebuild year this year, Richard, for the Colts and a West M team, you know, that it's trying to break through some barriers, and it seems like they have this year.
They really have. They've had a really nice year at 7-2, and really, you know, one of their losses against New Lex, they were in that till the end and end up losing, I believe, 26-20. And going in and talking to some of their folks, they really felt they could compete with New Lex and win that game. It didn't happen for them, but you know, that's the mindset of the Tornadoes this year. They feel like every time they walk on the field, they have a chance to win, and they haven't always had that over there. And
Right.
They've kind of, you know. Coach Brownrigg and his staff have changed the culture there, and they believe when they walk on the field, they have a shot every single night, and
Definitely
they've pretty much proven that this year.
Yes, they have. Coach Brownrigg has this 7-2 team. They started off the year with a win over Lakewood in a highly contested contest. Then they beat Marietta. Then they beat a team, Schroeder. I believe that's out of Cincinnati. Cincinnati Schroeder, I've seen that in the newspaper a few times. Then they did lose to an 8-1 New Lex team, who was the small division champs of the MVL. Lost the next game to Philo in a tightly contested game, 20-14. Then they beat Maysville, and they kind of got on a roll again. They beat Crooksville, they beat Morgan, and then last week, as mentioned before, they beat Coshocton. Meadowbrook, on the other hand, had trouble keeping teams out of the end zone. Coach Norman's team lighting it up on the offensive end. As you said earlier, though, having some troubles in the red zone, but I'm sure Coach Norman would like to see, you know, they're giving up, you said 40-some points a game, I believe,
Yeah, they're giving up about 42 a game, and they're averaging 15. And there's nights that they have put up some pretty good points. Have been pretty good offensively. Their last 3 games, they've scored 20, 27, and 20. The problem with that, though, defensively, they give up big plays.
Big plays, yes.
And they've given up 55, 59, and 57. So they just really struggle giving up big plays here and there.
Another thing I've noticed too about the Meadowbrook defense, and we had them at Riverview, and we noticed it was a lot of first plays of the drive that were big plays. I think Riverview scored on 3 first plays, and then last week I was listening to you and Dave with your broadcast down there in McConnellsville, and it seemed like it was just big play after big play. And I know Morgan has a good running back, but they're going to see a couple good running backs tonight. As mentioned, Ty Schauger, the senior running back, Rashid Cisse, and Jake Anton, the quarterback, going to be leading the charge there for the Tornadoes, who have taken the field wearing their blue helmets, white jerseys, and white pants, blue and gold. The unique thing I always thought about the MVL, Richard, and I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but you have 3 teams, Philo, West Muskingum, and Maysville, all within probably a 7-8 mile radius, and they're all the same exact color, blue and gold.
They sure are.
You go in the Roosters, and they have every team in Zanesville. They got a picture of every team, and those teams you can't tell apart. You got to really read who's who. So the Colts have taken the field. They will be wearing the orange helmets with the brown jerseys and white pants. And we're going to be live here with some football here. Clock says ticking down below 10 seconds. Beautiful night for football. We were anticipating maybe a little wind, but the wind has subsided. And thank the good Lord, because we would have had papers flying everywhere, Richard.
Yeah, we would. And, we talked all week that dress warm, it might be really cold, but so far it's been a pretty nice night for football. And, it is mid to late October. So a very exciting night, senior night down here. A lot of people being recognized by the Colts fans, and that's great. And that's one of the best things about high school athletics is just the recognition that kids get, whether it be on the football field, in the band, or whatever the case may be. So a lot of fun tonight for the Meadowbrook Colts.
Absolutely. All the sports got recognized tonight. Their seniors gave a nice little speech themselves on the big screen TV here on the scoreboard. So West End is going to kick off. Meadowbrook will be heading from right to left on your radio dial. Back deep for the Colts. Only standing at the 20-yard line. Numbers already hard to tell, but we'll get you some numbers shortly. West End breaks the huddle. We're ready for some Week 10 football here from Meadowbrook High School. Decent-sized crowd here in Byesville. Number 22 kicking off for West Muskingum. That's going to be Nate Davis. He sends it deep. Fielded and botched at the 20-yard line, but gets back on it. Meadowbrook is able to stay on the ball, and I believe that was number 18 for Meadowbrook. That was, is that Bailey, or Landon Kuhn. Landon Kuhn did get his own recovery after botching the snap, or botching the kickoff. So Justice Huey, the sophomore, who's putting up video game-like numbers the last 2 weeks, will be starting at quarterback. He's in the pistol formation. And it's going to be a quick pass, and that's a completed pass for about 8 yards. That's going to go out to Evan Dyer, the senior, with his 23rd catch on the year. Picks up, that's going to be enough for a first down. Going to be enough for the first, so the officials send the chains to the left, and the Colts hurry up to the line. Huey fakes the handoff to Black, keeps it himself, and not much doing to the left side there for Justice Huey. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Colt offense.
Yeah, Sampson did a good job there, containing there on the outside to make the tackle.
2nd and 9. Huey gets the West End defensive line, 2 guys to jump off sides. So that's going to give a free 5 yards to the Colts, make it 2nd and 4. Huey's done a nice job this year, Richard, with his cadence. I've noticed that this year a lot. He is able to get the other team to jump, and it's 1 or 2 a game at least.
Yeah, it really is. He's matured a lot as a quarterback this year, that's for sure.
Black goes to the sidecar to Huey's right, sends Dyer in motion. Jet sweep to Dyer. Dyer turns the corner. He's got a little bit of room. He picks up about 2. That's going to make it 3rd and short. And the Colts probably not even the midfield yet, but you got to be thinking they're already in 4-down territory. But it's 3rd and a long 1 for the Colts, who's up to the line quickly. Huey claps his hands. Does not like what they see. Looks over to the coach. 3rd and 1 on the Colts 46. Hand off to Black, the freshman. He picks up the WG Green first down. So first down Colts right about midfield. Our first down tonight sponsored by WB Green Insurance Company. So 1st and 10, Meadowbrook on their own 49-yard line. Second first down on the initial drive. Huey back deep, lets it fly, got a wide open, and I believe that is, not sure who was on the reception. I think that was Evan Dyer, and he's going to pick up another first down. He gets it all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So here's where the Colts have been struggling a little bit in the red zone. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Huey up quick. Hands it to Black. Black's got a little bit of space up there. He gains positive yardage. He's going to get about 5 on that carry. Black, just a freshman. Has 20. He has about 40 yards on the year. Black, a good-sized freshman. 5'11", 185 pounds. So 2nd and 5. Ball inside the 15-yard line. Another jet sweep. This one's going to go to Dyer to the left, and he's going to be taken down. We do have a flag down on this far side, and that was a mistake on my part. That was Nick Norman on the carry. And it looks like it's in the area of holding on the outside here against the Colts, and it is going to be a hold on the Colts, and that's going to back up Meadowbrook 10 yards. So that's going to bring up a long 2nd down situation. Meadowbrook comes out like a ball of fire, Richard.
Boy, we've said in the pregame that they can move the football. Their task now is just finish and get this thing in the end zone and finish this great drive they've had so far.
Bob Seeger once said, strange how the night moves when you don't have anything to lose. The old night moves song. So Colts, 9:06 left, 0-0 tie here. Colts initial drive. Ball on the Tornado 22-yard line. Huey handoff to Black. Black's got a little bit more space there. He gets it down to about the 17, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 9. Black's 3rd carry already on this first drive. Huey lines the offense up for Meadowbrook. 3rd and 9. Twin receivers to the top. Sidecar to the left now is Black. And we're going to have another penalty in, I don't know if it were delay a game or a false start. Yes, it was a false start against the Colts. That's going to bump them back to 3rd and 14. Huey was rolling on that play to his right. Ball's on the left hash. So 3rd and 14. Meadowbrook on the Tornado 21-yard line driving. 8:20 left. Initial drive here in the first quarter in Byesville. Another penalty. And another false start against the Colts. Colts shooting themselves here in the foot. Had a very good drive going here. And that's going to make it about 3rd and 19.
Yeah, Mike, they've been penalized 3 times for 20 yards on this drive, and they're doing this to themselves.
Yeah, they're doing it to themselves. They got the ball rolling. They've got a good running attack going right now. Obviously a good passing attack going. So trip receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Huey backs up, throws a quick bubble screen, and it's dropped. Dropped out there and intended for number 18, Landon Kuhn, just right through his hands. So that's going to bring up 4th and 19 from the Tornado 26. So the Colts have to get it inside the 8-yard line in order to obtain a first down. Probably a little too deep for a field goal. Would be about 43-yard field goal, so they're going to keep the offense on. Huey's going to be in the pistol formation with Black in his rear. Black now moves to his left side. Huey does we're going to have a double pass here. It's going to be a quick screen pass back to the left side of the field and nothing doing. I would say West End has seen that one before, but it was a double pass screen, throw out to the right side, throw it back over to the left side for a screen, and West End had it snuffed out. I'm sorry, that was 3rd down, Richard. That was.
Yeah, it was, I guess.
Yeah, that was 3rd. I thought it was 4th. Let's see what's going to happen unless there's another flag down. There was a flag down. I think that was 4th down, Richard.
Yeah, 4th and 19. You're right, Mike.
That was 4th and 19. So it looks like there was another penalty on Meadowbrook. It's going to be obviously declined, and West End gets a stop on the initial drive with 7:53 here in the first quarter, 0-0 here in Byesville. So West Muskingum we're going to see the first look of this balanced offense here, led by quarterback Jake Anton, number 14, the 6'2", 165-pound sophomore. Led by lineman, only one senior on the line for this West End offense. That'll be left guard Isaac Husk. He's 5'11", 300 pounds. So shotgun formation here for Anton. Hand it off to Schauger. Schauger's got a little bit of space, but not much doing there. Nice job there defensively by the Colts, brought down by Cooper McManaway, just a freshman as well. One thing I've noticed about McManaway, the name McManaway here at Meadowbrook over the last few years, they just have an eye for the football. They have a nose for the football. They're outstanding tacklers. Brady just graduating last year. This is brother Cooper, younger brother Cooper McManaway. Anton takes a snap, fakes it. No, he hands it off to Schauger. Schauger's got a lot of room here, and he's going to break the 1,000-yard barrier here. Schauger is going to maybe, he does. He takes this thing to the house. He goes 76 yards on the second play of the game, and Schauger will have a 76-yard touchdown run. Ty Schauger, not only does he score a touchdown, he goes over 1,000 yards for the season. So with 7:07 left in the first quarter, West End leads Meadowbrook 6-0.
Well, we knew Schauger. I'm sorry, Mike. We know Schauger had great speed. He's also a track athlete and a really successful one. But, boy, he just broke that thing and he was gone.
Yeah, exceptional speed. So number 21 for the Silas Kuhn on for the West End Tornadoes. Extra point. The left footer knocks it down. So with 7:07 left here at Byesville, West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 7-0. We'll be right back after this.
The car is making a strange noise, then the worry starts. Who can we trust to fix the vehicle that won't cost an arm and a leg? TK Auto Service is the answer. They're the area's garage that treats customers fair and repairs what needs repaired. No upsells to drive the cost up. TK Auto Service, east of New Concord and minutes from Cambridge on Route 40.
Hey, this is Ted with TK Auto Service. Give us a call at 826-4916. That's 826-4916. Make us your repair service for all your vehicle care.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Brunner Land Company off I-77 Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Brunner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Brunner Land Company you should call. Brunner Land Company, Byesville off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunnerland.com.
Leads Meadowbrook 7-0. Davis puts the boots to it. Handled by Kuhn at the 15. Long strides it clear out to the 34-yard line. So a good return there for Landon Kuhn. Just a sophomore. Kuhn also has 3 catches on the year for 16 yards. So Meadowbrook's going to get good starting field position. And Richard, his first drive, Meadowbrook had a really good drive, clear down to the 13-yard line, just stalled with a lot of penalties.
Boy, they sure did. You know, they had 25 yards and penalties on that first possession, and it's something we talked about in pregame. They moved the football. They just struggled to score.
We're going to have another penalty here as Huey hands it off to Braden Black, but there's another penalty, and it's going to be another penalty on, it's a sideline warning against the Colts. So let's see if that play stands, because since it was just a sideline warning. So it should be 2nd down and 9. Yes, 2nd down and 9. They just changed the marker. So the first sideline warning on the Colts, second sideline warning would result in a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. So Colts go trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Black stands behind Huey. Handoff to Black, and there's nothing doing there. A lot of West End Tornadoes there in on the tackle. And it looked like it included number 13, Slater Samsel, who was snuffed that thing out like a hound dog. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Meadowbrook on their own 34-yard line. 3-4 alignment here for the West End Tornadoes. Huey back to pass. Quick throw out here to Kuhn. Has some space, but 5 or 6 West End guys there. And there might even be a fumble. And let's see. It's on the far sideline. And yes, he did. Kuhn fumbled it. Nice job of gang tackling by West Muskingum there. And when you got that many people, 5-on-1, Richard, somebody come in there and strip the football, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, they came in there and they had great pursuit to make the tackle and then knock the football free for the recovery. And that's not the place where you want West Muskingum to get the football.
No, and I'll tell you, they left Kuhn open because they knew it was a long distance, and they figured they could make up the foot speed after the long throw from Huey to Kuhn. And they did exactly that. Not only that, they got Kuhn to turn it over. So West End comes out. 1st and 10 on the Colts' 37-yard line. Anton throws a low ball. Just a quick stop route to the top receiver. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10. That pass was intended for Rashid Cisse. He has 8 catches on the year for 141 yards. Also, excellent running back, 83 carries for 591 yards. So 2nd and 10, Tornadoes on the Colt 37-yard line. Ball on the left hash, pistol formation. Hand off to Schauger. Schauger's got a little bit of room outside, but the Colt defense wrangles him up for a gain of maybe 2 or 3 there. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 7 for the blue and gold Tornadoes. There's a nice crowd, Richard, but just not a very vocal crowd tonight.
Yeah, they've had a tough year, and fans are here to support them, but and they're still cheering. It's just not as loud as you would like for it to be, I guess, for Game 10. But it's also a little chilly. People have their hands in their pockets.
Yeah, that's for sure. So Anton takes it, drops straight back, throws a nice ball out to, I believe that's Samsel. Samsel catches the ball, and he's still rumbling down the sidelines. What an effort by Slater Samsel. I thought he was tackled 3 or 4 times. Then I thought he was out of bounds twice, and he was not. So Slater Samsel with probably one of the plays of the year in my eyes that I've seen 5 or 6 games this year. Slater Samsel with a big touchdown reception, a 35-yarder for Samsel. So Jake Anton hits Slater Samsel. On to kick the extra point here is Silas Kuhn. Kuhn lines her up and knocks it down, and now we have a late flag after the play. We'll figure this all out after the extra point. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm not buying till I check Doan Ford.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WILE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Back here at Byesville, Meadowbrook High School, West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 14-0 with 5:01 left in the first quarter. 35-yard touchdown there from Jake Anton to Slater Samsel with a outstanding effort. After the Silas Kuhn extra point, we did have a personal foul face mask on Meadowbrook, so West Muskingum will be kicking off from the Colts' 45-yard line. So, I mean, they could technically onside kick it and not lose a whole lot of yards here, Richard, but let's just see if they decide to kick it deep or what they decide to do here. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of options. And just looking at their personnel, Mike, you can tell they've been in the weight room, and that breaking that tackle was an example of that.
Right.
They're pretty well defined and some strong young men, so they've been in the weight room.
And they onside kick it. I don't know if it's going to go 10 yards. It's going to be close, and it did go 10 yards. And I think, wow, you want to talk about patience. That ball took literally 6 or 7 seconds to go 10 yards. It was kicked at an angle where it just took forever to get 10 yards, and they waited around, and nobody from Meadowbrook jumped on it. Guess who comes up with it? West M.
Yeah, that might have been the most patient I've ever seen an offense on an onside kick.
Yeah,
because they let it roll 10 yards. They knew it. They knew where it had to go.
They knew it had to go 10, and
they didn't touch it until it got to 10 yards, and then they just pursued the ball and jumped on it. It was a great play by them.
A great play, and that's one guy for West End on the special teams actually jumped over the ball to avoid touching it. So, tough break there for the Colts. Perfectly executed onside kick there by the West Muskingum Tornadoes. So, West End comes back out. Anton behind the center. Over to Cisse. Cisse's got some space on a jet sweep, and he's making some good moves. He's making a lot of people miss. And he is just juking and jiving, and he picks up about 24 on that carry. So Rashid Cisse, just a junior, takes the jet sweep, and I take that back. That's a complete pass, isn't it? Because it's the old punch pass, and that's a complete pass, and that actually goes on Anton's passing statistics.
Yeah, it really does. But it was just
touch pass, yeah,
outstanding. Once yards after catch, we hear about that term in football. Cisse did a great job there.
Wow. Talking to some colleagues earlier this week, and many people singing the praises of Rashid Cisse, saying basically the dude's a stud, and that's kind of what I have written down here. I just put stud. So if Cisse doesn't catch that ball, it's an incomplete pass. No harm, no foul. So handoff, no, fake handoff. Anton back out here to Cisse. Cisse picks it up off the ground. It doesn't touch the ground, but Cisse is going to get about 9.5 yards on that completion. So that's going to take the ball inside the 10-yard line to the Colts' 5-yard line. West M knocking on the door again. So it's going to bring up second at about, let's say about 4, maybe 3. Let's say 3 from the 6-yard line. West End would have to get inside the 4 to pick up a first down. Schauger, the one back beside Anton. Schauger gets it, bust up the middle, through the middle line, and he's going to score the Tornadoes' 3rd touchdown. So that's going to be a 6-yard touchdown run by Ty Schauger, his 2nd touchdown on the evening. And that's going to give West M a 20-0 lead here with 3:41 left in the first quarter here at Byesville. So Britt coming in to kick his 3rd extra point attempt tonight. Silas Kuhn, just a freshman, 5'7", 100 pounds. It's up, and it is good. So from Byesville here, West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 21-0. We will be back after these messages.
White Pillars Christmas House is a proud sponsor of Muskingum County High School football. Located at 7405 East Pike in Norwich, the Christmas House is your one-stop shop for all your Christmas needs. From different collectibles, nativities, lights, gifts, to all kinds of ornaments. Stop in today at this unique, one-of-a-kind Christmas shop. And Merry Christmas.
Back here live at Meadowbrook, we're live on 98.5 in Zanesville and 107.9 in Cambridge, the NASH Icon. My name's Mike Snively. Joining me tonight, Richard Hall, where the West M Tornadoes are roaring out to a quick 21-0 lead here over the Meadowbrook Colts. And Richard, I'm impressed.
I really am. We hear about the 7-win team all year, and I had not seen them very much. And talked to a few people over there, but just their stature and you can tell they're really changing the culture there, and they're aggressive, they're quick.
Yes.
They have a nice football team.
A very good football team. So Davis to kick off here for the Tornadoes. Last time was a successful onside kick. Kicks it to Kuhn. Kuhn brings it out, has a decent lane to run through, gets it out past the 30 to about the 31-yard line. So Meadowbrook will take over at their own 31-yard line. As we mentioned earlier, we had a pretty nice sunny day, but there was a lot of wind, and we knew as soon as that sun would go down, it would get cooler, and I'm glad the wind died down. So flag not moving whatsoever. No wind here in the stadium. Meadowbrook trails with 3:32, 21-0. Huey in the backfield. Freshman Braden Black, the running back. A quick slant intended for Norman, in and out of his hands. So incomplete pass there from Huey to Nick Norman. Norman kind of shaking his left hand like he may have gotten hit in the wrist or hand there. So 2nd and 10 here for the Colts.
Yeah, Huey had to thread the needle there and
yes, he did.
Put a lot on it to get it there, and Norman just couldn't make the catch. He was open. He just couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, a lot of heat on that one. So Huey this time hands it to Black. Black's going to get a couple. Not much going on here. After that first drive, this West End defense has settled in a little bit. Braden Black, as mentioned, starting tonight for the injured Sam Bopp and Dalen Rivera. Black will be carrying much of the load with the rush game tonight for the Meadowbrook Colts. So Colts are going to have 3rd and 8 from their own 37-yard line. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. This time Cooper McManaway will be in the backfield. 2:45 and running here in the first quarter. West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 21-0. And we're going to have a timeout Meadowbrook, and we're going to take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The car is making a strange noise. Then the worry starts. Who can we trust to fix the vehicle that won't cost an arm and a leg? TK Auto Service is the answer. They're the area's garage that treats customers fair and repairs what needs repaired. No upsells to drive the cost up. TK Auto Service, east of New Concord and minutes from Cambridge on Route 40.
Hey, this is Ted with TK Auto Service. Give us a call at 826-4916. That's 826-4916. Make us your repair service for all your vehicle care.
At Wayne Garage Door, we are so much more than just garage doors. Our product offerings include entrance doors for both commercial applications as well as your home. Vinyl replacement windows and storm doors can also be found in our showroom. A Beam central vacuum system can help you clean up around your home or office. And let's not forget about our service department that is ready to repair your broken down door or opener. You can see why our company is so much more than just garage doors. Call Wayne Garage Door today at 740-439-7555.
Back here at Meadowbrook, 3rd and 8. Meadowbrook trails West End 21-0. Ball on the Colts' own 37-yard line. Huey sprints out to the left, throws a bullet intended for Evan Dyer, incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down for the Colts. So Colts going to send the punting unit on. This will be the first punt by either team tonight. Casey Clendenning, the freshman, will handle the punting duties for the Colts. Clendenning Stands about 13 yards back, and we have a whistle. No flag, but a whistle. And it might be a equipment issue with I would say it was a mouthpiece, Richard. I think the Meadowbrook player didn't have a mouthpiece in, and I think he said you got to get off the field. Normally that's a penalty, but official gave him a warning. They put somebody else in. So Clendening gets the snap, punts a line drive. We got another flag, and this is in the area of the sideline warning last time. You remember we had the sideline warning, and I just wonder if this is going to be another sideline warning infraction. This time would be a penalty, and it is. So this is the second sideline warning against the Colts. And let's see, the ball, Clendening got a great roll on that thing. Hit a line drive. Looked like my 4-iron screaming through the woods. And got it down to the 22-yard line. Well, let's see, here comes the penalty. That's going to mark it off just 5 yards. That's just a 5-yard penalty for
I didn't realize that, Mike. I thought that was a 15 on the second flag, but very fortunate for the Colts there that it was not 15 yards.
I always thought it was 15, but what happens is Meadowbrook's standing too close to the field, and the official who's running down the sideline, the side judge, is running into people when he's not looking. So it's not very fun for the side judge. So that was the second warning, which resulted into a penalty. So West M's going to take over at their own 27 on the right hash. Twin receivers to the left, twins to the right. Anton's the quarterback. In the shotgun, beside him's Ty Schauger, who's having a big night tonight. Hand off to Schauger. He's going to be bottled up and taken down after about a loss of, or a gain of 2, I should say. Taken down by Zayden Yeagle, the 5'11", 190-pound junior for the Colts. Colts going with Casey Clendening in that front line there. Chucky Dyer and Yeagle. Back to the 3-4 for the Colts. Tried to mix some things up tonight with a 4-3. Quick screen out here, and that's going to go to Cisse. Cisse's got some get up in those legs, and he picks up a first down on that quick screen from Anton. That's a WB Green first down for the Tornadoes. Clock running under 1:40 here in the first quarter. Tornadoes lead the Colts 21-0. Trip receivers to the right. Single receiver to the left. Anton, straight drop back. Has a couple guys wide open, did not see them. Anton's going to run this time. The sophomore takes off, and he's going to be taken down by Cooper McManaway. Nice play by Cooper McManaway. The problem was West M had 3 guys deep. One guy was probably 70 yards down the field, and I don't think Anton can throw it that far.
Yeah, I think he saw him, but he knew he couldn't get it.
He just couldn't get it there. It was wide open.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say maybe it was a smart play by the Meadowbrook defense just to say, okay, you're beyond 50 yards. I'm not even going to go this far. But it looked like Cisse broke open or Carnes. I couldn't tell which number it was. Nonetheless, second down, another quick screen out here. Cisse with another catch. Colts having trouble bringing him down, but this time they do a much better job. And he gets about 3 on the play. Looked like he was brought down by, looked like Landon Kuhn on the play. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and 8, probably the first time tonight the West M offense has seen much of any adversity, but looks like they're going to let this thing tick down because we're below 10 seconds, and we're going to be at the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter here tonight in Byesville, West Muskingum leads the Meadowbrook Colts 21-0. We'll be right back after this.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GEAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GEAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GEAR.
Welcome back to Eugene Capers Field here in Byesville, Ohio. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. We're on the NASH Icon 107.9 and 98.5. Also on YRPtv, YouTube, and Facebook. West End leads the Colts 21-0. 3rd and 8, West End ball on their own 38-yard line. Jake Anton takes the pass, and he's smothered, and there's a fumble, and this could be a pick. It's going to be recovered by, there's still a scrum. Anton never had a chance, and Meadowbrook does recover the ball, so that's a huge momentum swing there for the Colts, and it looks like number 10, Justice Huey, the quarterback, comes up with the fumble. So Meadowbrook dialed up a good defense right there and picks up the fumble. So the Colts will get the ball inside the 20-yard line. Pleasure to see West End Athletic Director Pete P.J. Woods, the Bel Air phenom back in the 80s, stopped by to say hello. He and Jeff Wheeler doing fantastic jobs as athletic directors at both respective schools of West Muskingum and Meadowbrook. So Meadowbrook gets the ball back offensively. 11:49. That's the first play of the second quarter. Fumble there by Anton. Little confusion here with where the ball is going to be spotted. It's going to be right in the middle of the field. Ball inside the 20 at the 19-yard line of the Tornadoes.
Mike, they really need to capitalize on this fumble. You know, when you get a turnover down 21-0, you've got to score.
I agree 100%. So Twins left, Twins right. Fake handoff, pump fake. Ball in the air to Nick Norman, and touchdown, Meadowbrook. So a 19-yard touchdown pass from Justice Huey to Nick Norman on the pump fake, just over the outstretched arms of the West Muskingum defender. That's going to put the Colts on the board for the first time. Garrett Milam, number 99, comes in to kick the extra point. (21-6) pending the extra point here in Byesville. West End leads. Milam, the left footer, lines her up. Kick is up. Kick almost lands in lane 1, and it is good. So with 11:43 here in the second quarter at Eugene Capers Field, West End leads Meadowbrook 21-7. We'll be right back.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it is for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company to offer liability coverage to package with their patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today at 638-3604 and follow them on Facebook at Patrons
Welcome back to
Buckeye.
Byesville. Meadowbrook just gets in the scoring column, but they trail West Muskingum 21-7. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. Big momentum shift there, possibility there, Richard.
Yeah, it really was, and that's also Norman's first catch of the night, so, paid great dividends on that fumble. And, we talked about capitalizing on that turnover, and the Colts did that, so that's
right.
They're back in this thing to a point, and now they got to play defense and try to get the ball back.
Norman's 43rd catch for 600 yards and his third receiving touchdown on the year. So Milam's getting ready to tee it up here for the Colts. And it's going to be an onside kick, but it's easily recovered this time by the West End front line man. And let's see if I can get a number. These numbers are very hard to read with the white and gold. I'm going to say that was number 33, Wesley Houston, on the recovery there for the West End Tornadoes. So West End's going to have great field position, almost midfield here, 1st and 10. 11:39 here. We just started the second quarter here in Byesville. Anton in the shotgun. 2 slots, 2 receivers, split evenly. Anton keeps this time and almost taken down by Steele, but gets outside, shrugs off the tackler and gains about 4. Steele had him bottled up for about a 5-yard loss, but Anton, big, strong sophomore kid, able to get away, makes a 5-yard loss, turns it into a 4-yard gain.
Sure did. Did a great job staying on his feet, kind of ducking under the tackle just a little bit, and picked up, picked up 4 or 5 yards there. Well, it looks like they're going to give him credit for 3 on the scoreboard.
You're the official stats, Richard, so whatever you say, that's what it is.
I am highly unofficial.
Same formation, this time Schauger on like a little counter reverse, and he's got all kind of room, and Schauger's just busting through tacklers, and this is going to be another touchdown here for West End. That's going to be a 48-yard touchdown scamper for Ty Schauger, and that's going to make the score 27-7. West End leads Meadowbrook. So Schauger with his, I believe, third.
That's his third touchdown of the
rushing
night.
touchdown of the night, and probably well over 100 yards on the evening. Schauger, a senior, 5'11", 190 pounds, one of the few seniors on the offense or defense for West End. Brings in Kuhn for the extra point. And he knocks it through. So with 10:46 left in the second quarter, West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 28-7. We'll be back after this.
Caldwell, Ohio. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual.
Whether you are experiencing pain in your knee, tingling in your fingers, or a sore back, Superior Med Orthopedics is here for you. Their patients' health and safety is their top priority, and they currently offer telehealth visits for your initial appointment. Take comfort in knowing when you come to their facility, they're following all protocols to ensure you remain safe. Find out all their team offers by visiting seormc.org today to learn more.
Back to Meadowbrook. Mike Snively joined by Richard Hall. Game 10 already here. High school football in Ohio. West Muskingum leads the Meadowbrook Colts here 28-7. Ty Schauger having an outstanding first 13 minutes of this game, Richard.
Yeah, Mike, unofficially 5 carries, 135 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
5 for 135.
5 for 135 here early in the football game, and 3 touchdowns.
Tell you what, that's a great 4 quarters for a lot of people, most people. West End kicks it deep. Picked up by Dyer. Dyer takes off to his right, and pretty good coverage there, but a pretty good return, so up to the 32-yard line. So the Meadowbrook Colts will take over there. Starting to get a little bit colder here. Might have to put a little hat on, some gloves. Those of you at home, get you some hot chocolate, something warm, get near that fire. We'll bring the action to you. So Huey in the shotgun. Cooper McManaway behind him at running back now. And McManaway bursts ahead. Big first down there run for number 12, the freshman, for a 12-yard run. So number 12 for 12 yards. Cooper McManaway, first down Colts. Hurry-up mode here for the Colts. Again to McManaway, and this time he is bottled up, and he's going to get a gain of 0 on this play. Very, very aggressive West Muskingum defense. They get to the ball in groups of people, not just one guy tackles.
Yeah, once in a while you'll bust a play out against them, but it seems like they regroup and they gang tackle right away after in the next play.
Yes, they do.
You kind of get their attention.
A lot of enthusiasm on that West Muskingum defense. So second down. McManaway still in the backfield. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Handoff this time on a little sweep to McManaway. This time he gets about 3, so that's going to bring up about 3rd and 7. Colts on their own 47-yard line. We're on NASH Icon 107.9 in Cambridge and 98.5 in Zanesville. You can also watch us on YRPtv, YouTube, or Facebook. Third and called a long 6 here for the Colts. Huey in the gun, McManaway still in at the back. Trip receivers up top to the West End sideline. Nick Norman, the lone receiver, down here to the Meadowbrook sideline. Meadowbrook going left to right on your radio dial. This time it's a quarterback draw. Huey picks up about 3, and it's going to be a 4th down and a long 3. And when you're 1-7, 1-8, I think there's no doubt they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, if you're trying to execute onside kicks, there's no doubt you're going to go 4th down here.
You're going to go for it.
You have nothing to lose.
They are in their territory, so Meadowbrook on their own 49-yard line. I'm sorry, the Tornadoes' 49-yard line. 4th and a long 3. Colts are going for it. Snap. Another draw to Huey. Huey, we're right here on the line, and I don't think he got it. He's going to be about a yard short, so Huey needed 3.5. He got 2.5, so West End comes up with a defensive stand, and their offense is going to be rolling back out onto the field. So that takes it down to 8:32 left here in the second quarter at Byesville.
Yeah, boy, if you're Meadowbrook, Mike, you just kind of want to control and get some first downs. Even if you don't score, just keep this clock moving and try to keep the football away from the Tornadoes.
Exactly.
They're so explosive offensively. It makes it hard for the Colts to defend that all night long.
It is, and they are very explosive. A lot of weapons here for this West End offense. Schauger having a huge night, 135 yards here, and we're only not even halfway through the second quarter yet. So Anton brings the West End offense out, receives the snap, hands to Schauger. Same play the other side as it was last time, and he's going to go possibly again. He's inside the 20, the 10, and he does it again. A 53-yard touchdown run for Ty Schauger, putting him up around that 200-yard mark in the early stages of the second quarter. So Ty Schauger with a 53-yard touchdown run. That's going to bring Silas Kuhn on for the extra point. This is his 5th attempt. 34-7, West End leads Meadowbrook with 8:19 here. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick's a low kick. Did it get through? It did. And that's going to make West Muskingum, that's going to put West Muskingum ahead 35-7. We will be right back.
What is a cooperative? A cooperative like Guernsey Muskingum Electric is your local rural electric provider. The owners are not investors on Wall Street. They are actual members using the electricity. Decisions are made by local directors who know, listen, and care about their neighbors. A cooperative is not driven by profit or stock prices. Instead, they are driven by providing safe, reliable electricity at a reasonable price. That's the cooperative difference. Guernsey Muskingum Electric, your touchstone energy cooperative.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Back here at Eugene Capers Field, I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. Game 10 of the football season here in Ohio. West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 35-7. 8:19 still left here in the second quarter. Ty Schauger with his 4th touchdown run of the game, having himself a huge night. 7-8 carries?
Yeah, he has 7 carries, 188 yards.
And 4 touchdowns.
That
is an incredible stats for just over a quarter play. Now it's going to be like a little pooch kick here, and it's a perfectly executed pooch kick. And
they've got
it, and Meadowbrook unaware that was going to happen, but a great pooch kick there. This time the special teams get their second onside kick over on the Colts sideline, or this time is on the West End sideline. So very perfectly executed pooch kick there by this West End kickoff team. So West End's going to get the ball again inside Colt territory at the 40-yard line. West End leads 35-7. We all know once the game gets above a 30-point spread, we have a running clock, but it will not start. It does not start until the second half. So Twins left, wide receiver to the right, I formation this time, handoff to the fullback, and this is something we haven't seen in a while, and he's still gone. And the Colts had him bottled up. That was number 10, Carter Winland, a sophomore, playing the fullback position in the I formation. And the fullback, just a fullback dive. Colts had him bottled up for a 1-yard loss. And once again, a West End player, offensive player, is able to shrug off the tackle and make a positive gain. He got about 6 on that play.
Yeah, he just didn't go down, kept moving his legs, and next thing you know, he got his balance back and had a nice gain right there.
Really nice gain. Schauger back in the typical formation, one back. Anton this time back to pass, and he's going to be taken down quickly, and I think that's Austin Steele gets in there for the sack on Anton. So Steele, who had Anton earlier bottled up, this time make sure he gets him to the ground, so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 13 for this West End offense. Steele having himself a nice ball game there on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, that's a big play. I mean, defensively got to him, made a great tackle on Anton, and caused the big loss.
How about this? Quad receivers. 4 receivers to the left. This time, Cisse makes it, heads it in motion, and we got a flag down, and Anton's going to take off with it. This is going to be all for naught because I believe it's going to, and Anton's running down the sideline inside the 10, steps out of about the 7, but we have a flag back here. It said to hold the chains.
Yeah, Cisse, I believe, on the far side might cut up the field before the snap.
Good point, Richard. Cisse went in motion and kind of was heading forward before the snap. In the CFL, which in Canada, the Canadian Football League, that is perfectly legal as long as you don't cross the line. So that's going to back it up. That's going to make it about 3rd and 18. That's going to send it back to the Meadowbrook 47-yard line. 6:39 here in Byesville. West Muskingum leads the Colts in MVO action. Small school MVO action, 35-7. And looks like the West End Tornadoes like to take a timeout, and we will take it with them. We will be back after these messages.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
Welcome back to Meadowbrook, here where the West End Tornadoes lead the Meadowbrook Colts 35-7 with 6:39 in the second quarter. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. I'd like to hit our sponsors again. Wayne Garage Door, Galaxy Pizza, J&S Tree Services, Stoneys RV, 209 Tire, Guernsey County, Children's Services, Brunner Land, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, Abels Incorporated, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, TK Auto, and White Pillar Christmas. So 3rd and 18 after a penalty there. Anthony goes deep, and he's got Cisse. Cisse is going to have the first down. He might have more. Cisse is going to walk into the end zone on a 47-yard touchdown reception from Jake Anton. Nice ball there thrown by Anton. Cisse makes the catch and then puts on 2 moves and kicks in the Jets, and that's going to make the score 41-7.
So that's great route, Mike. He just got it out there, and Cisse has great speed. Once he catches the football, he was gone.
He was gone. And once again, like I said on my play call list here, all I have for Cisse is stud, and it's exactly what he is. So Silas Kuhn on for the extra point. Left footer gets it up and knocks it through. So with 6:29 left in the second quarter, West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 42-7. We will be right back.
This is Russ Abels. This time of the year, there are 2 big reasons homeowners call us here at Abels. The first is for annual maintenance. Our technicians know how to keep heating systems running perfectly. Our detailed tune-up and safety check will help you avoid a breakdown and improve your system's energy efficiency. The other reason is it is time to replace your heating. And if that's you, right now we can help you save with a new high-efficiency system. So wherever you're at, we're ready to help. For heating and air conditioning, call Abels.
Scoreboard update here in Byesville. The J&S Tree Service scoreboard update. West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 42-7. We're live on the NASH Icon, 107.9, 98.5, and YRPtv if you want to watch the games live streaming. Impressive output of offense here by this West Muskingum Tornado offense. This will be the 6th kickoff for West M. I'm sorry, 7th kickoff, and it's another pooch kick, and they kind of find open space. And this time, Evan Dyer struggled with the catching the ball, but excellent coverage there, and they're going to take Dyer down at about the 21-yard line.
Dyer did a great job on that odd hop that he was able to recover that and did advance the football, so heads-up play by him to get a little bit of positive yardage there as the Colts take over.
Good point. Very odd hop. That ball's oval, Richard, and sometimes it takes a crazy bounce. So the Colts, who trail 42-7, come out offensively with twins to the left, twins to the right. McManaway's the back, the one back. Straight drop back for Huey. Huey throws a bullet to Norman. He has Norman. Norman takes a shot, but he's going to pick up 14 yards, and that's going to be a WB Green first down, Meadowbrook. Dyer, Chucky Dyer, offensive lineman, senior, jogs off the field. This time Huey, quick throw to Lowry, incomplete. Lowry just a freshman. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Meadowbrook wants to play a little bit faster. 6:04 left here in the second quarter in Byesville. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. West Muskingum already has a spot in the Division V playoffs. Meadowbrook is mathematically eliminated. Huey takes a snap, and he's going to keep onto the ball by himself, but he's wrapped up by about 3 or 4 West Muskingum players. Not only wrapped up and tackled by 3 or 4, but people were jumping on top of the pile. Nothing called there. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Trip receivers down here to the right. Evan Dyer by himself, the lone receiver to the left. Colts play fast. Pump fake to, and another play, pass out here to Lowry, but Lowry's going to be taken and knocked out of bounds after a minimal gain. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Colts. 4th and 8. Now, Richard, I don't know if you go for it here, but it's 4th and 8, and Meadowbrook right now hasn't sent the punt unit on. But you're down 42-7.
Yeah, I think I probably would punt it away here just so that it doesn't get worse, maybe play a little field position. But then again, there's 2 trains of thought.
Yeah.
You go for it and you get it. You keep the drive alive.
I think what Coach Norman's going to do here is going to let this clock run down. He decides to go for it. Huey could always punt it out of the shotgun formation, see if he tried to get him to jump off sides. No, he's going to run a play. Huey out here into the flat to McManaway. Passes incomplete. So West Muskingum will take over on downs at the Meadowbrook 39-yard line. So 4:43 here in the second quarter at Byesville. West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 42-7. Starting to see some new names and new numbers come onto the field for the Colts. Right now, West M, still with 4:43 left in the second quarter, you got to figure they're going to play their ones as long as they, I don't think they're going to play them all night, but because they got to worry about week 11.
Yeah, I don't think they'll play all night, but that pooch kick there that onside kick that they kind of kicked a little bit long, that was all just working on what they could possibly use week 11.
And that's a good point. Never did I expect them to get 2 onside kicks in the first half. So trip receivers left, single receiver to the right, Anton at quarterback. Anton to Schauger, and this time Schauger is bottled up, and he's going to lose a yard. So the Colts successfully bring down Schauger for a loss this time. And it looked like Justice Huey, the quarterback, in there with the initial stop, playing linebacker tonight for the Colts. Clock ticking below 4:20. Huey's won our +1 pizza player of the game several times this year. He let me know today in the hallway at school that he enjoys every one of them, too.
Yeah, he's campaigning a little bit for Game 10 to maybe get one more.
Anton, pass out to Cisse. Cisse in and out of his hands. So that's going to stop the clock at 4:03, bring up 3rd down and 13. We will also be giving out a West Muskingum player of the game, and they will win a Lock 9 pizza. And I tell you what, I've had both, and I enjoy both. So 3rd and about 13, 4:03 left here in the first half. As we stated earlier, the wind has died down, virtually no wind here now. Anton pump fakes, throws deep. He's got a receiver, and that is a big-time catch and throw for 42 yards. That catch was by Slater Samsel. So Jake Anton hits Slater Samsel for 43 yards and another score with 3:54 left in the second quarter. West End leads 48-7. Samsel over 500 yards now and 9 touchdowns on the season. Samsel, one of 3 seniors that starts on this offense. Ty Schauger, obviously another one, having a huge night at the running back position. Silas Kuhn on to attempt another extra point. Snap is back. We have a flag. Kick was up and he drilled it, but we're going to have a false start against the Tornadoes. They're going to move it back. This extra point now becomes a 25-yard extra point. Time's the Buckeye game on tomorrow, Richard?
I believe it's noon.
They're nooner tomorrow,
yeah,
right?
I think I've had to convince my wife not to do anything tomorrow except watch Buckeye football. So I had to be noon.
Okay,
because I had to campaign today.
Okay, so I know they're playing Iowa, who doesn't score a lot of points, but they do play somewhat good defense. So going to make it a 24, 25-yard extra point. And this one's low, and it's not going to get there. So that is no good. So with 3:54 left in the second quarter at Byesville, West End leads Meadowbrook 48-7. We will be back after this.
Stoneys RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoneys RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoneys RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Back here at Meadowbrook High School, Mike Snively joined by Richard Hall. West Muskingum putting a beating right now on this Meadowbrook Colt team in Week 10, 48-7. Kicking off for the West End Tornadoes will be Nate Davis. So 21 Kuhn is the extra point kicker. 22 Davis is the kickoff specialist. Davis runs, kicks it down to about the 20, handled by Dyer. Dyer brings it out past the 25, up to the 26, about to the 27, and gang tackled down by a host of Tornadoes right about the 28. So Meadowbrook trots the offense out with 3:45 left in the first half. Meadowbrook will be going from left to right on your radio dial. Cooper McManaway still at the running back position for the Colts. The one back trips to the right. Norman, the single receiver, to the left. Referee spot the ball to play. And we do. Hand off to McManaway. McManaway gets a few. Out past the 30-yard line, up to about the 32-yard line. So Cooper McManaway, the freshman, with a nice pickup of 4. Realistically, if you're Meadowbrook, that's kind of what you want to happen. 4 yards every play, let that clock run, keep that West End offense off the field. They have been explosive tonight.
Absolutely. Obviously, you want to score, but also time of possession matters too.
McManaway again, this time close to a first down, out past the 35 to about the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Clock right around 3 minutes and running. Huey takes a snap, hands it off again to McManaway. He's going to have the first down, and he scampers for a lot more than the one that he needed. He's going to pick up about 13, and that's going to move the chains for a WB Green first down. So Meadowbrook right at midfield, right on the 50. 2:52, clock stopped as McManaway ran out of bounds on that last play. Huey pump fakes. He's going to try to go deep to Norman, but it's well covered, and he just gets it away, throws it in the direction of Braylon Lowry, so there will not be any intentional grounding on this play. But a smart play by Huey just to get rid of that thing.
Really was. He just did a nice job of getting flushed out of the pocket and just threw it away, so they avoided the loss there. But Meadowbrook, this is what they need, Mike. They've moved the football, just getting out of tornado territory a little bit, just to catch their breath.
Absolutely. McManaway this time, and he's going to be brought down hard. And that time I think that was Cord McKenzie, the 6', 220-pound junior, in on that tackle. 2 McKenzies on that defensive line for West End, Cord McKenzie and Connor McKenzie. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Twins left, Twins right. Going deep, tries to hit down the seam, tries to hit Norman, incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 9 right at midfield. 2:11, clock stopped here in Byesville.
You know, athletically, the Tornadoes secondary, pretty athletic. They've really taken the passing game away from Meadowbrook so far. They've had a lot of success the last few games, and thus far, Tornadoes are taking that away.
Good point, Richard, because Huey's thrown up big numbers the last few weeks. 4th and 9, Colts go for it. Huey goes deep, and it was intended for Braylon Lowry, but kind of double covered out here by the West End defenders. On cue there with your comment, Richard, because that's exactly, that thing was well defended, and that's going to bring the West End offense back out on the field. Meadowbrook 1-8, their one win this year over Crooksville. Started out the season, lost to Maysville, Barnesville, Cambridge. Got that win over Crooksville. Went up to Warsaw and lost to the Bears, lost to John Glenn, lost to Coshocton, New Lex, and Morgan last week. That's where we stand now, week 10. 2:04 left here, 48-7, West End leads. Quick pitch out here to Cisse. Cisse well played out there, and I believe that was number 88. Connor Kraft, the senior, comes up and lays the wood on Rashid Cisse. So Cisse picks up about 2.5 on that play. Clock's running below 140 now. Anton in the shotgun. Schauger, the speedster, running back. Fake to Schauger. Faked out the crowd, too, and Anton picks up about 7 on that play.
They did a great job selling that, Mike, because everyone in the crowd around us, and a couple defensive linemen for the Colts, thought
Schauger had it.
Schauger had it, and Anton did a nice job breaking out to the right on our far right for a nice gain.
Nice gain there. So about a minute left here in the half. 3rd and 3 for the Tornadoes. Anton takes a snap, and it's just going to be a quarterback draw up the middle, and I don't think he's going to get enough unless he fights. And he picks up about 1.5, probably in 4-down territory for West End. they're probably happy if they score or don't score here. I don't know if they're going to be in much of a hurry if they want to score another touchdown here before half, but they're going to line up and go for it. There's 30 seconds and ticking. Anton goes under center like he may sneak it. First time we've seen under center. Hands off to the fullback. And this is, I think that's Samsel. But he goes 41 yards. I couldn't tell who the running back was, if that were Winland or Samsel, but whoever it was, he showed a ton of speed. So it's a 51-yard touchdown run. I think that may have been Carter Winland.
I think it was.
Yeah, Carter Winland, because we saw him at fullback earlier in the I formation. That was just a simple dive play. That's going to make it 54-7 with 13 seconds left before half. Silas Kuhn on, low snap, fire call. Holder has to run out, throws it, and incomplete. So after the bad snap, had to make it a 2-point conversion, so no good. So West End leads Meadowbrook 54-7. We're going to leave it right here because there's only 13 seconds left before half. So what a huge, I mean, what more can we say, Richard? It's 54-7, and West Muskingum is just on fire. 8 touchdowns in the first half, and they've done almost everything flawlessly on the offensive end.
And I'm not sure that play was designed to get a touchdown. I think,
just a first down, run the clock out.
They executed, but I think it was to get a first down, run the clock out. But, the offensive line did a great job opening up the holes, and, Winland just took off. And next thing you know, he's in the secondary thinking, I might as well score if I can.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've noticed with this West End team. You pointed out the size of them. They're built pretty well. There's some good athletic-looking kids out there, but their strength and speed is really, really impressive.
And, Mike, I've noticed they block downfield. They don't give up on the play. They block downfield. And create that lane for that runner, whether it be via pass or via the run, and they create lanes that's really paid off for the Tornadoes tonight.
You're spot on. Those receivers are blocking really well downfield. So Davis puts his leg to it. Dyer takes it at the 15. He's going to run into some players, gets it out to about the 30-yard line. That's going to take it down to 6.6 seconds here just before half. In Byesville, West End leads 54-7. Probably not what I anticipated score-wise, but I had never seen West End this year, and I am quite impressed with what they have to offer. This could be a team that can make some noise, pull an upset here or there in the Division 5 Region 19 playoffs.
Yeah, you just don't know, and they came in here. We knew they had a nice record, but they're the real deal.
They are the real deal. Lost to small school champion New Lex, 26-13. So we got a double pass here for the Colts, and that ball's going to be tipped, and it's going to be intercepted. And he's going. I tell you what, very good play there by Norman, I think, to save another touchdown there right before half. So the double pass was intercepted because the pass was deflected. But that's going to take us to halftime here in Byesville. So West End leads Meadowbrook 54-7, and we're going to start the second half with a running clock. We're going to take a while break. We're going to let the bands perform here, and you're going to get to hear from our sponsors and our ONN halftime radio football show. So at halftime, West End leads Meadowbrook 54-7. We'll be back.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
In your time of need, will you be happy with your cut-rate car insurance? Will you have the coverages you need? Valentine Insurance is dedicated to protecting you and your family when you need it. As an independent insurance agency, we have partnered with many reputable insurance companies who even have local claims adjusters to provide you with unbeatable service. Are you going to trust a talking lizard to help you with your claim? Really? Don't let this happen to you. Trust the professionals at Valentine Insurance. Call 994-1776.
White Pillars Christmas House is a proud sponsor of Muskingum County High School football. Located at 7405 East Pike in Norwich, the Christmas House is your one-stop shop for all your Christmas needs. From different collectibles, nativities, lights, gifts, to all kinds of ornaments. Stop in today at this unique, one-of-a-kind Christmas shop. And Merry Christmas.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for its Cambridge and Zanesville plants. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package. Applications are currently being accepted.
The car is making a strange noise. Then the worry starts. Who can we trust to fix the vehicle that won't cost an arm and a leg? TK Auto Service is the answer. They're the area's garage that treats customers fair and repairs what needs repaired. No upsells to drive the cost up. TK Auto Service, east of New Concord and minutes from Cambridge on Route 40.
Hey, this is Ted with TK Auto Service. Give us a call at 826-4916. That's 826-4916. Make us your repair service for all your vehicle care.
This year, the Southeastern Med Cancer Services team is celebrating 30 years of being accredited by the National Commission on Cancer. Earning this accreditation and maintaining it for 3 decades is a testament to their team's quality outcomes, dedication, commitment, and care for their patients and community. Learn more by visiting seormc.org today.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio. Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it is for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company to offer liability coverage to package with their patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today at 638-3604 and follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
White Pillars Christmas House is a proud sponsor of Muskingum County High School football. Located at 7405 East Pike in Norwich, the Christmas House is your one-stop shop for all your Christmas needs. From different collectibles, nativities, lights, gifts, to all kinds of ornaments. Stop in today at this unique, one-of-a-kind Christmas shop. And Merry Christmas.
The car is making a strange noise. Then the worry starts. Who can we trust to fix the vehicle that won't cost an arm and a leg? TK Auto Service is the answer. They're the area's garage that treats customers fair and repairs what needs repaired. No upsells to drive the cost up. TK Auto Service, east of New Concord and minutes from Cambridge on Route 40.
Hey, this is Ted with TK Auto Service. Give us a call at 826-4916. That's 826-4916. Make us your repair service for all your vehicle care.
Members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative love Southeast Ohio, where the hills roll, the roads are crooked, and the trees are plentiful. Keeping the lights on in our beautiful corner of the state is a challenge Guernsey Muskingum gladly accepts and works hard to accomplish. Safety and reliable electricity at a reasonable cost are always our top priorities. It's our way of keeping the lights on for all members of Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Stoneys RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoneys RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoneys RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Start thinking about outdoor project season. That's where J&S Tree Services can help. Whether it's hauling, cutting, trimming, removals, stump grinding, leaf and debris cleanup, or any other timber project, nothing is too far away, too big, or too small. J&S Tree Care Services can do it all. Find us on Facebook at J&S Tree Care Services and call me, Jeanette, or my husband, Steve, for a free quote at 740-260-6603.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Welcome back here to Eugene Capers Field on the campus of Meadowbrook High School. The West Muskingum Tornadoes lead the Meadowbrook Colts 54-7. And Richard, it's been quite shocking, the display, how powerful this West End offense has been.
Oh, it's unbelievable. You know, we knew coming in they had a really good ball club, but statistically they've just been phenomenal offensively. You know, give an example, Ty Schauger, senior running back, 8 carries, 184 yards, 4 touchdowns, and has carried the load tonight. Just been outstanding. Got it going early with the 76-yard touchdown run, then a 6-yard touchdown run, and then another one, 48-yard touchdown run, 53-yard touchdown run, and then you throw in Carter Willen there late in the quarter with his 51-yard touchdown run. So on the ground, they've just been phenomenal.
They've been outstanding. How many total rushing yards does?
I will get that to you. I just did it statistically individually so far, but I can get that for you rather quickly, and I'll do that in just a minute.
It's got to be over. It's pushing 3. It's got to be pushing 3. But and another thing too that I've been impressed with too. offensively for the Colts, Huey's been putting up 400 or 500 yards a week passing, and tonight he's just not been able to, he can't get any rhythm with the defensive backs with what's going on in the defensive secondary for West M. West M playing outstanding defense, well coached, and they've kind of, I don't want to say shut down the passing attack of Meadowbrook, but they've done a really good job of keeping them in check.
Boy, they really have, and they haven't shut him down totally, but he's 6 of 14 for 73 yards, so they've really contained him.
They've contained,
and to say that, and
right.
and then Anton on the other side, 8 for 10 for 169.
Wow.
So his efficiency is just outstanding.
Wow.
And Cisse, just, really good athlete.
Yes.
He has 4 catches for 72 yards. Samsel, 3 catches, 77 yards. So they've got a lot of weapons offensively, and they've pretty much had them all on display here tonight so far.
Yeah, this is my first opportunity to see West Muskingum this year, and I heard they had made some really good improvements over the last few years, and boy, they were not lying when they told me that. Very impressed with this West Muskingum offense and defense, and let's not forget the special teams. 2 onside successful kicks. One may have been just to try something out, and they end up getting it. Another was a perfectly executed onside kick where it took about 6 or 7 seconds to go 10 yards, but it finally did go 10 yards, and they pounced on that ball. And just a lot of positivity from that West M sideline. Meadowbrook, on the other hand, we know they're going through a rebuild year. Many young underclassmen playing tonight for the Colts. And game 10 here in Byesville, we know the Colts have been mathematically eliminated, so this will be their last game tonight. And looking ahead to next week, we know that West M will be in the playoffs, so we do not know there was an outside chance they could get a home game with a win tonight, and that looks like they're going to come away with a win tonight. But next week, it's kind of still, there's a possibility when you go on the road, Richard, you might have to travel three hours.
Yeah, that's right. I talked to West Muskingum's superintendent this week, and that was one of the things he brought up, that depending on how tonight would go and how the seating ends up, that they could end up traveling 3 hours next week. But they will go wherever they need to go to play Week 11. Travel is a concern. We talked about that a little bit, but then again, you'll go play anywhere if you can play Week 11. And just to recap what you asked me a few minutes ago, 253 yards rushing.
Wow.
On 15 carries.
On 15 carries, and how many yards passing was it? Did Anton have? Was he
169, 8 for 10, so 80% completion rate for 169.
Wow.
So
I tell you what, efficiency, that's about as efficient as you can get. And this West M offense really putting on a clinic, and defense is not far behind. So we're going to take a break here as the Meadowbrook band performs True Colors from Cindy Lauper with West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 54-7. We're going to take a break.
Looking for new tires for your ride? Mass Tires in Pleasant City should be your first stop. Mass Tires is now under new management and still committed to continuing high-quality customer service and offering competitive prices on top-of-the-line inventory, including Bridgestone, Cooper, Mastercraft, and so much more. Stop in at 519 Main Street in Pleasant City to see Chuck and Brandy. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5:30 p.m., and Saturdays, 8 a.m. until 2 p.m., or call 740-685-1199. Mass Tires, the best place to retire.
Promises. You've heard them all. Peace of mind, quality insurance products, superior claim service, all at a fair and competitive price. Since 1848, Westfield Insurance has promised to provide excellent insurance coverage for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust. That is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers. For a quote on protecting your home, auto, and business, call W.B. Green Insurance today. W.B. Green, professional insurance.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Brunner Land Company off I-77 Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Brunner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Brunner Land Company you should call. Brunner Land Company, Byesville off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunnerland.com.
Welcome back here to Eugene Capers Field on the campus of Meadowbrook High School. I'm Mike Snively. I'm joined by Richard Hall, where the West Muskingum Tornadoes lead the Meadowbrook Colts 54-7. We're at halftime. We are on 107.9 out of Cambridge and 98.5 in Zanesville. We are also live streaming on YRPtv, YouTube, and Facebook pages. Let's take a look at some of these playoff scenarios tonight. Let's look at Division 4. Let's look at Meadowbrook's region first here. Region 15, Division 4. Always a juggernaut, Richard. Steubenville leading that region right now. Steubenville is 8-1. St. Clairsville playing Cambridge. Last I heard, 7-7, Cambridge and Meadowbrook. Cambridge in the region right now is in 10th place. So if Cambridge were to win, they could jump all the way to 4th, because that'd be a ton of points with that St. Clairsville win. But with a Cambridge loss, they could end up anywhere from 9 to 13 and going on the road in that first round. And where could they go? At 9 or 13, they could be going to somewhere like a New Lex. And I always thought that'd be an interesting matchup. Cambridge and New Lex.
Oh, I think it'd be a great game. And, you know, New Lex has great facilities, and I think that'd be a great atmosphere for a high school playoff game.
I think it would be, too. I would actually probably go watch that game. But New Lex, the small school MVL champions right now, is facing off on their rival, big rival, Week 10 rival, Sheridan, the big Perry County Showdown. They were the big school champs, so New Lex is taking on Sheridan as we speak. Some other teams, Indian Valley is ranked 3rd. We got to do a game last year in Indian Valley. Meadowbrook played their 3rd round playoff game up there against St. Clairsville. What a beautiful facility they have. Columbus East is 4th in this region. New Lex, as we mentioned, is 5th. Gallia Academy, who played a playoff game here several years ago against the Colts, they are 6th. Marion Franklin is 7th. Logan Elm is 8th. Bishop Hartley is 9th. Cambridge is 10th. Carrollton's 11th. Vinton County, who came here last year, they are 12th. Morgan, who you had last week, who was pretty impressive last week as well, has a nice offense. They are 13. Bishop Reedy is 14. Now here's a big game. Philo and Maysville. Philo's 15. Maysville is 17. The winner's probably in. The loser's probably out. And that's a big rival game there, too, across the Muskingum River from one another. And the 16th place team right now is Licking Valley, who is traditionally a really good football team. So that's the outlook right there for Division 4. In West Muskingum's division, big name Ironton's number 1, our Division 5, Region 19. Harvest Prep. And you never know what you're going to get with a Harvest Prep. Depends, you know, it's a private school. I mean, there's no bones made about it anymore. It's a recruiting school. Sometimes you get a good class, sometimes you don't. But Harvest Prep, always a great basketball school. But they're 9-0. They're in 2nd place. Barnesville, who we know is a good team. We've had Barnesville here against Meadowbrook. They're 9-0. They're in 3rd. Centerburg is 4th. Portsmouth West is 5th. Wheelersburg, always a strong program down there in Southern Ohio, is 6th. Union Local is 7th. Portsmouth is 8th. Fairland is 9th. And there sits West Muskingum at 10. McDermott Northwest, I believe that's in Southeast Ohio somewhere. Might be down by Miami, that Miami Trace area. They are 11th. Heath is 12th. Minford is 13th. Piketon 14. Gallia Academy Columbus Academy is 15th, and in 16th place right now currently is Utica. Meg's right behind at 17th. So that's a look at your playoff update in Division 5 and Division 4. So also want to thank our producer tonight, Brett Klein, and our cameraman, Jared Aber, here doing a fine job bringing you the action. Richard, I think we're going to take one more break, and then we're going to start this second half with the running clock. So we're going to go let our sponsors get their time right now. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back after this.
You're headed to work, and as you pull out, you notice your garage door has a broken spring, or a loose cable, a roller that's jumping the track, or some damage from your teenager who's still learning to drive. No worries. The professionals at Wayne Garage Door can provide quality service fast when you need it. And because you're busy, we make it easy to schedule a service call. Just go to waynedoor.com on your phone and request a visit from one of our skilled technicians. We'll get you on the schedule right away, and you'll experience peace of mind before you reach the office. Wayne Garage Door, service when you need it.
Are you looking for a way to make a positive difference in a child's life? Hi, my name is Alicia Mallett, and I'm the Foster Care Program Coordinator for Guernsey County Children's Services. There are children right here in your community who need a temporary or permanent home through foster care or adoption. Are you ready to be that home for them? For more information on how to become a foster or adoptive parent, please call 740-439-5555. The children in our community are counting on you.
White Pillars Christmas House is a proud sponsor of Muskingum County High School football. Located at 7405 East Pike in Norwich, the Christmas House is your one-stop shop for all your Christmas needs. From different collectibles, nativities, lights, gifts, to all kinds of ornaments. Stop in today at this unique, one-of-a-kind Christmas shop. And Merry Christmas.
Welcome back to Meadowbrook, where West End at halftime leads the Colts 54-7. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. And Richard, we got a couple things we got to look at tonight. We got to look at several players of the game. Each team's going to have a player that wins a pizza. One from the the West Muskingum player will win the Lock 9 pizza. The Meadowbrook player will win the medium pizza. One topping from Plus One Pizza in Byesville or Cambridge. Also, we're going to be giving away the Guernsey Muskingum power alignment of the game. So West Muskingum will get one, and Meadowbrook will get one as well. Your halftime report has been brought to you by Galaxy Pizza. And Galaxy, always a big sponsor here at Meadowbrook. Had some Galaxy Pizza in the press box earlier, so... Also, we'd like to talk about, we're going to have to come up with the play of the game, the Stoneys RV play of the game, the AMG Vanadium drive of the game, and our post-game report, when this is all said and done, will be brought to you by Doan Ford. Hit our sponsors one more time, and then we're going to kick off the third quarter with a running clock. Where with our sponsors are Wayne Garage Door, Galaxy Pizza, J&S Tree Services, Stoneys RV, 209 Tire, Guernsey County Children's Services, Brunner Land, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, Abels Incorporated, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, TK Auto, and White Pillars Christmas. Well, Richard, starting off with a running clock. Let's see, 54 minus 7, I'm going to do my math real quick, is 47. Am I correct on that math?
You are
correct.
correct.
So that's a 17. The way I'm looking at it now, the Colts have to score 18 points unanswered to get this thing, to get the clock running again. So now you know how they do it in basketball. It's interesting how they do it in basketball. You have to get it to a 35-point lead. Am I correct?
You're correct.
But then the other team has to get it below 30 again to get the clock to stop again.
That's correct.
I've noticed that. Yeah. And I've noticed in basketball, too, that's a lot of times when there's a lot of foul shots going on and the referees are thinking, you know what, we can get this clock keeper running and we don't have to run down the court lot. So, and the coaches are subbing at the last minute. So we got basketball right around the corner. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, we do. Like you said in pregame, football season's the fastest 10 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
And it's just been crazy how quickly it's went. And basketball is around the corner, but
right around Thanksgiving, we'll be tipping it off.
We sure will be, and but this second half can be interesting for both teams. Meadowbrook wants to come out and establish something positive that they can work on in the off season with their young kids. To talk about, we didn't quit, we kept battling. And then if you're West Muskingum, you're still polishing for week 11.
Exactly.
So both teams have a lot to play for second half.
A lot to play for, and I'm interested in seeing what West M does. Who's going to play and at what point do they bring out their starters? So short kickoff here by Milam. going to be returned out to the 36-yard line by number 0, and that was Connor Hill, the 5'10 sophomore. Brings it out. So the clock now running. Well, the clock should be running, and it's not running. It stopped at 11:41.
It stops on
A
change of possession,
okay.
and then
There it goes.
and timeouts.
There
So
it goes. So they just started it right there. Public address announcer here at Meadowbrook did do a good job describing the 30-point rule. So it looks like West M's going to come out with their starters. Anton at quarterback, Schauger the back to his left. Hand off to Schauger. Schauger's got a lot of room out here. He's going to have enough for the first down. He's going to pick up about almost 18 yards on that little sweep to the right. So first down, that's a WB Green first down for West M. Once again, running clock here in Byesville. West M leads 54-7. West M in not as much of a hurry in the little sugar huddle where the receivers are already kind of out of the huddle lined up, and the rest of the linemen and backs are in a small huddle behind the ball. West M ball at the Meadowbrook 47-yard line. Anton under center, hands the ball this time in the I formation to Schauger. And this is a new wrinkle from the West M offense, a I formation with a handoff to the tailback. So they had handed it twice to Winland. This time they handed it to the tailback, Schauger, Winland being the blocking back. You don't see a lot of traditional under center I football teams anymore, Richard.
No, you don't. And this, second half, early in the third quarter here, I think West Muskingum is going to work on a few things that they may use next week. I don't see those starters being in there that long, Mike.
I don't either. And this is, like I said, this is kind of some new stuff for these guys. I think they're just going to run it. Nope, this time going to run like a run option play here, and that's Anton. Anton scampers, and if he doesn't get tripped up, he may have went to the distance. We're going to have a late flag here, and it looks like it's going to be on a West M lineman. Might have took a shot at a defensive lineman about 30 yards from the play. Let's see who they call this on. Personal foul. No, it was against Meadowbrook. It was against Meadowbrook. I saw the tail end of it, and it was going to be against Meadowbrook, so it's going to be a personal foul after a huge pickup there by Anton, Jake Anton, the sophomore quarterback, who's had quite the performance in his own right tonight. Ball's going to be placed inside the 13-yard line of the Colts. Anton back in the shotgun. Schauger to his left, twin receivers out to the right. Anton's going to throws a quick, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone for a touchback. So that's going to be intercepted by number 5, Evan Dyer, and that's a big interception for the Colts with 8:49 left in the third quarter. So the West M offense went to the well just a little bit, way too many times, and Anton throws an interception right into Evan Dyer's arms in the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback. First down for the Colts on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think he saw Dyer because Anton he threw it right to him.
He threw it right to him. Yes,
he had any idea he was there.
And that can happen. So Huey, he throws a quick screen out here to Nick Norman. Norman loses his footing, and he's going to be a reception, but there's going to be no gain and no loss. So the ball's going to be at the 20 again. And with it being cold and this turf being a little bit older, as we were talking about earlier, about 10 years old, things can get a little slippery here. Clock running below 8:15 here in the third quarter. West Muskingum in full control here, 54-7. Headed to Week 11 next week in the Division 5 playoffs. Another quick throw out here, this time to Dyer. Dyer catches the quick slant, and he's going to have a first down, a gain of 13 yards. That'll be a WB Green first down for the Colts.
Nice pitch and catch there between Huey and Dyer. Just came across the middle there and made a nice catch.
Huey, when he steps and throws, he throws a nice tight spiral. He really does. So Huey gets the ball at the 33-yard line of the Colts. pump fake. We're going deep this time, 2. And that's thrown up, and I think that's a catch by, is that Nick Norman or is that Evan Dyer? And that was Evan Dyer. Evan Dyer's second catch on the drive. Evan Dyer with the catch down inside West End territory down to the 40-yard line. Under 7:10 and ticking here in Byesville. Shotgun formation. Cooper McManaway the back. Deep drop this time by Huey, and he's going to be taken down and manhandled on a sack by the West End defense. And I will say this, I really enjoy the West End uniforms. I think it's a great scheme, but it's hard to see numbers. And I think that was number 9, Braden Van Dyne, number 9 on the sack.
Yeah, from Mike, from where we're located, it's almost impossible to see jersey numbers.
It is impossible to see jersey numbers when you're not familiar with the team. But big play there by the West End. Now we got a screen coming to the backside, and McManaway took his eyes off the ball just a little bit too quick. Incomplete pass. Had a nice screen set up to that side. The young freshman Cooper McManaway just took his eye off the ball a little bit too soon. Atlanta has 5 catches on the year. It's going to be 4th and about 14 here for Meadowbrook, and they're just going to go ahead and go for it, and why not? Trip receivers to the left. McManaway, the back to the right. Rolls to the left is Huey. Huey's got a lot of time. Throws an incomplete pass intended for number 5, Evan Dyer, on the West End sideline, just out of his reach. He would have had a first down. It was at the sticks. Pass incomplete, so West End will take over on downs. That will stop the clock at 5:21 here in the third quarter here at Eugene Capers Field.
Yeah, the running clock, Mike, only stops on change of possession. It goes fast.
It goes fast. It goes fast. And when it's 54-7, it should be a running clock.
Yeah, it's all to prevent injury. It's not to get the game over or anything.
Right.
It's just it's to protect kids, it's a good rule.
And there's a reason why it's they do that, and that is the main reason, is the injuries and safety of the kids. So West End keeps their starters in for like maybe another series. Swagger, and he's going to be bottled up this time by the Meadowbrook defense. Huey again defensively. Huey playing a nice defensive game for the Colts. He was one of the first guys in there along with Austin Steele. So Schauger loses 2. That's going to hurt that's going to bring his average way down per carry. Way down. So 2nd and 12 here for West End. West End recently installed the turf up at their new stadium a couple years ago. It looks really nice. Schauger again. Maybe gets that yardage back. So 2-yard run there. Huey again on the stop for the Colts. Been calling Huey's name a lot offensively, but tonight we've called it just as much defensively. So 3rd and 10, clock going to be under 4 minutes when this thing snapped. West End in no hurry. Play clock just now at 14. Double slots, double wide receivers here for West End. Anton, quick throw, and dropped. And I believe that was out in the flats there for Cisse. Cisse, Mr. Electric tonight, but was not unable to haul that one in. So that's going to bring up 4th down. We have not seen a West End punt tonight, and I think we're going to see one right now.
Yeah, there's no advantage for them to go for it here. They're going to put it away and play defense.
So it looks like Slater Sampson will go back in punt formation for the Tornadoes. Good receiver for the West End offense, right around 30 catches on the year and 9 touchdowns. So Sampson's got the rugby-style left footer, and he almost thought about running it, and he shanked one, and this thing's going to go, this isn't going to be any more than a 15-yard, 14-yard punt maybe.
No, he probably should have run that, because I don't know that the yardage would have been much different.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Why not? So that's going to give the Colts the ball back in excellent field position. Change of possession, clock stops. 2:45 left in the third quarter here from Byesville. Richard Hall and I are out in the elements in the bleachers with our table and flashlights and gloves and hats and heavy coats. And these aluminum bleachers are not heated. So
they are not.
First down for the Colts. Quick pass out here to Kuhn. Kuhn got a couple nice blocks out there, and he's going to have a first down. We're going to have a flag here. And it can't be lineman downfield because the pass was behind the line of scrimmage, but they're going to get Meadowbrook on a hold.
And the bad thing for Meadowbrook on that one, Mike, is the play was already passed when the hold took place.
It happened basically 15 yards away from the play. So now they're going to call it from the spot of the foul. So it's going to bring up about a 1st and 14. It's because the hold happened about 7 yards down the field. So 1st and 14, one of those things you don't hear very often. 1st and 14 for the Colts. Huey takes the pass, straight drop. Quick throw out here to Lowry, and that's about the third time he's underthrown Lowry. Lowry kind of the outlet valve on those trip receiver sets. Clock running below 1:30 now here in Byesville. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. We are on 98.5 in Zanesville and 107.9 in Cambridge. Also on streaming the game on YRPtv, Facebook, and YouTube pages. Quad receivers down here to the right, 4 down here to the right. Norman up there by himself to the left. Norman's probably going to catch they usually like to go deeper. This is a screen to Norman. And Norman's got some space to run, and he's broke loose, and he's going to be tackled after about a 24-yard gain. So big pickup on the nice screen play there for the Colts. Another first down, another WB Green first down for the Colts. McMahon away the back. Huey across the middle, and a tough catch there. And I believe that was, we might have flag. We do have a flag down. And it's going to be a hold on the Colts. And I think the catch was made by Evan Dyer, but it's all for naught. There's a hold in the backfield, and it's a deep hold. So if they go from the spot of the foul here, Richard, this looks like this could be about a 15-yard hold.
Yeah, that's big yardage to give up there. The Colts were driving.
So, first down, and Colts, once again put themselves in a hole. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, nothing doing in that third quarter. West End leads Meadowbrook 54-7. We'll be right back.
Do you really think that an insurance company who promises quotes in a few minutes has your best interest in mind? Do they really know you and what coverages you need? Hi, this is John Valentine with Valentine Insurance. We take time to learn about you and your insurance needs so you can feel comfortable that you're receiving the right coverages at the best possible prices. Find us on Facebook, stop by our office, or give us a call at 994-1776. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Are you looking for a career path with a growing company? AMG Vanadium is actively recruiting for its Cambridge and Zanesville plants. Come join a company with a strong environmental purpose and commitment to community. To learn more, visit AMG's website at amg-v.com/careers. AMG offers a competitive wage and benefit package. Applications are currently being accepted.
Welcome back to Meadowbrook. I'm Mike Snively with Richard Hall here. West End leads Meadowbrook 54-7 beginning of the fourth quarter. We have some updates. St. Clairsville leads Cambridge 24-21. Tri-Valley leads John Glenn 41-7. Nice quick pass there to Evan Dyer. Evan Dyer's got some speed. He's going to take this thing to the house on the slant pattern. A 44-yard touchdown pass. Justice Huey to Evan Dyer, and that's going to bring the score to 54-13. So second touchdown pass for Huey on the evening. Hits Evan Dyer on that quick slant on the left side down the Meadowbrook sideline. Dyer shows good speed and beats the crew of West Muskingum into the end zone. Garrett Milam in for the extra point. It's up, The kick is up, and it's good. So with 11:09 left here in the game, we will be right back after. And we have a late flag, and we'll figure this out after this. But we're going to take a quick commercial break.
They were there for us, and this Veterans Day we're giving back. This is Russ Abels from Abels Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We've partnered with Amana to give new furnaces to 2 local heroes in need. Whether they're active duty, a veteran, or a surviving spouse, if you know someone who could use help staying warm this winter, tell us. See the details and make your nomination by October 21st at heatforourheroes.com and help Abels serve those who served us.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
He called it both ways, though.
Back here at Eugene Capers Field, and Meadowbrook just scores a touchdown. Evan Dyer on a long touchdown pass reception, but we did have a penalty after the play, so that's going to move the ball to the 45-yard line after the 15 yards. So unsportsmanlike conduct on West Muskingum. West Muskingum leads 54-14. Garrett Milam will be kicking off from the 45-yard line on the other side of the 50. 11:06, clock stopped. We're in a running clock situation, though, once this thing gets kicked. And Milam tees it up, and he kicks it through the end zone. Hits in the tee. I'm still seeing a lot of starters still in the game here for West Em. Another thing you got to consider, West Em, a D5 school, may not have many backups for these spots. Anton's going to hand it to Schauger. Schauger bulls ahead, and he gets about 8 on that carry. Clock below 10:25 here in the game. West Em up 54-14. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. Fans starting to clear out here just a little bit here in Byesville. 40-point deficit in the cold weather tends to do that sometimes. So we're going to have trip receivers to the left. Motions over to make twins to the left, twins to the right. Anton this time fakes the handoff, throws a low ball on second and short. And the pass was intended for, looked like Keegan Carnes, incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Tornadoes. Running clock situation here. Play clock at 18. West Muskingum in no hurry. West Muskingum has been awfully impressive tonight. Be playing week 11 in a playoff game somewhere next week. Anton takes the handoff himself, and he gets up he needed to get to the 30-yard line, and he just did. So that's going to be a first down, West Muskingum. Casey Clendenning in on the tackle for the Colts, the freshman. Smell sausage, coffee. It smells like a football game for sure. Jeff Wheeler had a nice spread in the press box of some wings and pizza, as always. Does a nice job here with hospitality. This time Schwager gets the handoff, and he's going to have a lot of room, and he picks up about 12. Schwager's probably over that 200-yard mark by now. If not, he's very close. He's had maybe a career night tonight.
Yeah, he's been outstanding tonight.
So first down, West Muskingum. 8 minutes and ticking here in Byesville. At this point, we'd like to see no injuries in this game. Schauger again. He gets about 5 or 6. Another first, or going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Tornadoes. And this clock, once you get into a running clock situation, it really, really ticks away pretty fast. So 2nd and 5. Tornadoes kind of milking that play clock down below 10 each time now. 7:08 left here at Meadowbrook. Shotgun snap for Anton. Anton keeps it, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Well, almost, and he does get dropped for a loss. Looked like number 15 for the Colts. Noah Farley, the junior, 5'11", 155-pounder, came up to finish him off, taking down by the leg, so that's going to make it 3rd and a long 6.
Schauger's at about 220 yards, Mike. You asked the question
Is
just a
that what
minute
he's
ago.
at, 220? I wonder what his career high is on
It's roughly 220.
I bet that's got to be a career high, but you never know. He might have had a bigger game. And that time the Colts jumped off sides. The big loud clap there by Jake Anton forced the defensive end, the left defensive end for the Colts, to jump into the neutral zone. So that's going to make it a more manageable 3rd down for the Tornadoes. Call it 3rd and 2, 2.5. Tornadoes break the huddle, clock ticking under 6 minutes here in the ball game here in Byesville. Anton takes snap, hands to Schauger. Schauger's going to have another Tornado first down. WB Green first down. And I don't know if Schauger's in the game. That could have been Winland. That was Winland. So I take that back. That was Carter Winland, who also has had a nice game. Only carried the ball a few times, but made some exciting plays. So Carter Winland in now. Was in that play. Now Schauger does replace him this time.
Yeah, Winland in the first half had that 51-yard touchdown run.
Yes, really nice run. Another guy with some speed. Winland only a sophomore. Under center, I formation, handoff to Schauger. Schauger stiff arms his way ahead for about 6 or 7. And this clock is really going fast. It's below 5 minutes now. So 2nd down 4 for the West M Tornadoes, playoff bound West M Tornadoes. I was trying to look back, I think 2009, and I could be wrong, but I thought I looked back and it was 2009 the last time the Tornadoes have made the playoffs. Colts have been on a big run lately with playoff appearances. This is a rebuilding year for the Colts. Many brighter days ahead for this Colt football program. And I think this is Winland. Winland gets the ball out of the tailback possession. He gets a first down. He picked up 5. He needed 4. He got 5. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen any subs from the West M team.
Yeah, they haven't subbed a lot. They've rotated some guys that maybe didn't start and haven't, but they're still their main guys that play a lot.
Yes.
There can be a multitude of reasons for that.
Could be, and you never know. That could be some different linemen in there for this West M offense. But I do see a lot of the same starters in there. And this time it's going to be a delay of game, or are they going to know the West M got a timeout? I'll tell you what. Play clock was running down. West M coach Brownrigg decided to call timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back after this.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Brunner Land Company off I-77 Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Brunner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Brunner Land Company you should call. Brunner Land Company, Byesville, off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to BrunnerLand.com.
Back here at Eugene Capers Field. I'm Mike Snively, joined by Richard Hall. West Muskingum leads Meadowbrook 54-7 with 3:22 left in the game in a running clock situation. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Wayne Garage Door, Galaxy Pizza, J&S Tree Services, Stoneys RV, 209 Tire, Guernsey County Children's Services, Brunner Land, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, Abels Incorporated, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, TK Auto, and White Pillars Christmas. 3:11 left to play here in Byesville. Anton, the quarterback, hands off to Schauger or Winland. And it's hard to tell, and I think that one's Winland. Like I said, it's very hard to tell the numbers here. And that was Winland. So that was Carter Winland with another first down carry. Winland carrying the ball well. And it doesn't seem any time in the near future the West M's going to have a down season because they return most of these players next year. 3 seniors start on offense, 3 seniors start on defense. So they will return at least 8 on offense and 8 on defense.
Yeah, they do. Now, Schauger being a senior will be a big loss for them and the other seniors as well. But they have a nice young nucleus that will allow them to be pretty good for the next couple of years.
Yes, they do. They're going to lose also Slater Samsel, and they're going to lose Lyman Isaac Huck. We're going to keep it here. Tornadoes called timeout, and I think we may be seeing I think we're going to see some substitutions here with 2:19.
Yeah, I think that was the reason for the timeout is he's going to do wholesale substitution, get those guys off the field. Probably a good idea. I mean, you don't want to risk any injury.
Right.
And, he did play him a long time second half, but they want to work on things. They want to be as sharp as possible for next week, and everybody has their own style in terms of preparation, and there's nothing like live competition when you're working on something.
Richard, talking about the playoffs, pre-COVID, before COVID, the initial plan was to have 12 teams make the playoffs. And the top 4 teams in each region got a bye, that first week bye. And they would let, teams 5 through 12 play each other, and then you'd fill in the pieces after that. But after COVID hit, they just decided to let 16 go in, and they've kind of stuck with that staple, and it looks like this is going to stay for the future. 16 teams in the playoffs. So a lot of times you got 16 teams in the playoffs, but there's 24 teams in the region. So 8 teams, a lot of cases, don't make it. Clock starts under 2:15 here in the fourth quarter in Byesville. Wholesale substitutions here. The handoff is going to be to number 24 for the Tornadoes, and that was Jesse Savage, just a freshman, 5'10", 170 pounds. And there's, like I said, everybody was substituted for here in the blue and gold of West Muskingum. New offense, minute 48 and ticking here. As long as they're running with their numbers towards us, their backs towards us, I'm going to have a great chance of telling you who it is. Right now it's hard to tell the running back, but that's who has, or the quarterback, and that's who has the ball. And that's going to be, first of all, on the tackle, Connor Kraft, another big tackle. That's number 15, the quarterback. That was Braxton Brownrigg. He's a freshman, 5'5", 130, and one would have to think Brownrigg would have to be related to Coach Brownrigg.
You would think so.
Maybe a son. Brownrigg spelled B-R-O-W-N-R-I-G-G. G-G. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 15 for the West End Tornadoes. West End leads 54-14 over this Meadowbrook Colt team. Brownrigg hands off. And there's quite a few people here on this play. Now, West End does not have to run another play, and this could, for all intents and purposes, end it, and I think it's going to. So from Byesville, West Muskingum comes in as with a 7-2 record, headed to the playoffs, and routs this Meadowbrook Colt football team, who's in a rebuild mode year. But anyways, West Muskingum takes down the Meadowbrook Colts 54-14. That's going to be it. We're going to take a break here, longer break, tabulate some stats, and then we will be right back after this.
Most of us are faced with uncertainty every day. Your job, your finances, sporting events, schooling for your children, and so much more. With so much uncertainty surrounding you, there's one auto dealership that you can be certain about, and that's Doan Ford. You can be certain that you'll always get a great deal and the best service afterwards. In business for nearly 60 years has given Doan Ford the reputation of being a strong, reliable dealership. Be certain. Choose Doan Ford. Online at doanford.com.
The car is making a strange noise, then the worry starts. Who can we trust to fix the vehicle that won't cost an arm and a leg? TK Auto Service is the answer. They're the area's garage that treats customers fair and repairs what needs repaired. No upsells to drive the cost up. TK Auto Service, east of New Concord and minutes from Cambridge on Route 40.
Hey, this is Ted with TK Auto Service. Give us a call at 826-4916. That's 826-4916. Make us your repair service for all your vehicle care.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GEAR for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GEAR for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GEAR.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there. How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
In your time of need, will you be happy with your cut rate car insurance? Will you have the coverages you need? Valentine Insurance is dedicated to protecting you and your family when you need it. As an independent insurance agency, we have partnered with many reputable insurance companies who even have local claims adjusters to provide you with unbeatable service. Are you going to trust a talking lizard to help you with your claim? Really? Don't let this happen to you. Trust the professionals at Valentine Insurance. Call 994-1776.
Stoneys RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoneys RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoneys RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Welcome back here to Eugene Capers Field in Byesville, Ohio, on the campus of Meadowbrook High School, where the West Muskingum Tornadoes traveled over to Byesville and took care of business tonight over the Colts. 54-14 West Muskingum, priming for Week 11, a playoff appearance next week, the first playoff appearance in over a decade for the West End Tornadoes. On the other hand, Meadowbrook went through a rebuilding year this year, finished the season 1-9, and played a lot of freshmen, had a lot of injuries, had a lot of young guys, freshmen, sophomores, and they're going to end it 1-9 with a 54-14 loss to West Muskingum. West Muskingum, we do not know who they will be playing next week, but we will be following joeitel.com very carefully over the next few days, as tonight's scores will get calculated into the math equation, that is Joe Itel, and then Saturday scores will also get calculated into that equation. So Richard Hall, speaking of math, my main mathematician here tonight, has been over here really like calculating. He's got 19 papers laying over here, and no lighting. So I'm going to guess you're close. You got something close to official.
Well, it's unofficial, Mike, as always. But I will tell you, I probably, in terms of paper, not the most efficient guy in the world. But I will tell you that this came down to a couple things. It came down to the running game of West Muskingum. Ty Schauger, 16 carries, 238 yards. I was just informed he had 245 on the ground last week. So not a personal best, but darn close.
Good info right there.
As a team, 343 yards unofficially on the ground. And then Anton, 8 for 13 for 169. Didn't have to throw it much really all night long, but can do it pretty effectively. But can't say enough about Ty Schauger. Just a great game. He's had a great season. He had 959 coming in. I think that's correct, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And now with 238 unofficially, puts him way over the 1,000-yard mark.
Way over. And he's going to have another game next week.
Yeah, and I cannot tell a lie. I've known Ty since he was about a fourth grader, and watched him grow up, and really a fine young man, and a really good athlete from a really good family. So congratulations to him and West Muskingum as they get ready to play Week 11. And, just have a nice team.
Speaking of Ty Schauger, I'm proud to present him the West End Player of the Game, brought to you by Lock 9 Pizza. So the Player of the Game, Ty Schauger, is and it's sponsored by Lock 9 Pizza in Duncan Falls. You want to try their Wangus burgers with unlimited fries, 100% juicy Wagyu and Angus blend. It's the burger people come back for at Lock 9 Pizza in Duncan Falls. So once again, congratulations to Ty Schauger. He had an unbelievable evening, and we will get that to him this week so he can go enjoy that Lock 9 Pizza. So you mentioned Jake Anton. You said very efficient through the air. I thought only a sophomore. He was outstanding. Also, you had Rashid Cisse, who was, and once again, this will be the third time I probably said this tonight. All I have on my play sheet for him, right beside it says Rashid Cisse, it says stud. So you want to try a tongue twister, try Rashid Cisse stud 5 times fast. But he was outstanding tonight. And then Slater Samsel, another tongue twister, had a fantastic game tonight, and I'm not going to be surprised if West End goes out there week 1 of the playoffs, Richard, and pulls off a win.
Yeah, they're capable, and let's give Winland some credit here too. 76 yards on the ground, and they're just a fun team to watch. And I want to get to the Meadowbrook Colts here in just a minute, but as we wrap up, post game on West Muskingum, just a nice, fun team to watch, really fundamentally sound. You can tell they've been in the weight room. You can tell they believe in what they do offensively and defensively, and they have really put together a nice team. And good luck to them on Week 11, no matter where they happen to go. If hopefully they're fortunate enough to play a home game. We just don't know yet.
We don't know.
We won't know till probably Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, once all those rankings come out after football tomorrow night, and then they'll plan for Week 11. But they came in, did a good job taking care of business. This can be a trap game if you're not careful.
Yeah.
That you're looking ahead when you look at the record of the Meadowbrook Colts coming in, at 1-8. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of bright things ahead for Meadowbrook, even under duress tonight. Justice Huey had 194 yards passing, and had that touchdown pass there in the fourth quarter to Nick Norman, and so they didn't give up. They kept trying to attack through the air, trying to play their type of game, as you mentioned, all night long. Right. Very short in the running game. A lot of injuries, a lot of people, out for the rest of the year, obviously Game 10. But, they kept battling. They kept trying to run their offense. A lot of credit to the Meadowbrook coaching staff that they didn't go away from what they've been done the last few weeks. They kept trying to compete. And bright things ahead for Meadowbrook Colts, even though they had a tough year this year.
Very much so. I'm going to backtrack just one hair, Richard, and we're going to talk about two linemen. I got to go back here to West Muskingum. We're going to go with senior Isaac Huck as the Guernsey Muskingum Power Lineman of the game. He's going to win a T-shirt. So we're going to get that T-shirt to you, Isaac Huck, Husk, I should say, Husk. And we're going to. We'd like for you to put that T-shirt on, take a picture, and send a. They would like you to send a picture to the Guernsey Muskingum Power website so they can honor you on their website. Also, you talked about the Meadowbrook just struggled. They did. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it is what it is. They struggled this year. It's a rebuilding year. And the two players I want to go over, the Guernsey Guernsey Muskingum Power Lineman of the game tonight would be Austin Steele for Meadowbrook, and I will get that shirt to Austin. And Evan Dyer will be the player of the game. He had a big touchdown. He's going to win the +1 pizza, and I got to work on my commercial promo here. But tonight's Meadowbrook player of the game sponsor is +1 Pizza in Cambridge, Caldwell, or Byesville, featuring signature pizzas and a full Italian menu. Visit +1pizza.com. So congratulations to Evan Dyer on winning that award. What was the rushing statistics for Meadowbrook?
He had a great 44-yard touchdown pass, and they had to go away from the run in the second half and in the third quarter. They did not run the ball at all in the third quarter, but they had 64 yards of rushing on 18 carries. So they had 64 yards rushing, and like I said, they did not run the ball at all in the third quarter, nor again in the fourth quarter.
Using two freshmen running backs.
Hats off to those guys. They kept competing, and they gave it everything they had. They were undermanned from the first kickoff. We knew that coming in, but while it won't pay dividends this year, Mike, what they went through this year will pay dividends for the Meadowbrook Colts in the future.
What's the old saying? Adversity builds character, and the Colts did suffer through some adversity this year, and but you're 100% accurate with it's going to pay a lot of dividends in the next 2 or 3 years. Those young freshmen and sophomores putting their dues in, and sometimes you got to get your butt whooped to whoop butts later. And it's just been a rough year for Coach Norman's team, and it's been a while since Meadowbrook's had a rough year, but they're going to persevere, and they're going to come along, and they're going to be back in that playoff scenario probably as early as next year. So, Richard, it's always a pleasure doing games with you. You did a ton of games this year. You might win the AVC Power Broadcaster of the Year. We got to get you a T-shirt. And medium, right? Medium, maybe
Yeah.
a small.
A schmedium.
Schmedium, yeah. So, but it's always a pleasure. I'm looking forward to basketball season. Who knows what the future holds for playoffs? It didn't look like John Glenn was going to win tonight. Cambridge, on the other hand, going to make the playoffs in a dogfight right now with St. Clairsville, but I'm sure Bill BK and Valentine will be all over those games throughout the playoff season with the Bobcats. So locally, Shenandoah is going to make the playoffs, but we won't be anywhere near those broadcasts. So Trail, possibility of getting in tonight. I know they played Newcomerstown. With a win, they might be in. So Coach Donnie Kearns over there, get a team in if they pull off a big win over a 7-win Newcomerstown team. So, but Richard, always a pleasure. We're going to wrap things up. 54-14 West Muskingum takes out the Meadowbrook Colts. West Muskingum will be headed to the Division 5 Region 19 playoffs next week. So pairings will come out on Sunday. Meadowbrook finished the season 1-9, and we will be looking forward to basketball season within the next month. And as always, we want to thank all of our sponsors: Wayne Garage Door, Galaxy Pizza, J&S Tree Services, Stoneys RV, 209 Tire, Guernsey County Children's Services, Brunner Land, Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company, WB Green Insurance, Southeastern Med, Abels Incorporated, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, TK Auto, and White Pillars Christmas. I'm Mike Snively. For Richard Hall, we like to say good night from Byesville.
Thank you for watching AVC Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Doan Ford, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, WB Green, West 40 Auto Sales, Southeastern Med, Abels, Valentine Insurance, AMG Vanadium, Wayne Garage Door, J&S Tree Services, Stoneys RVs, 209 Tire, Guernsey County Children's Services, Brunner Land Company, TK Auto, and White Pillars Christmas House.